Hello and welcome to Business 360. I'm Shireen Bhan. The headlines that we're tracking for you this evening. 96 constituencies across 10 states and union territories vote in the fourth phase of the Lok Sabha elections. Brisk polling in West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh and UP. The turnout is relatively low across Bihar and Odisha. It's the final battle in South India as Andhra Pradesh and Telangana go to the polls. Andhra is also voting in the state assembly elections where Jagan Reddy is seeking a second term as chief minister. BJP candidate in Hyderabad gets booked after she's caught on video asking burqa-clad women to lift their veil at a polling booth. YSRCP MLA is also caught on video slapping a voter who retaliates. Akhilesh Yadav fights to retain the Samajwadi Party's bastion as 13 seats in UP go to the polls. Sporadic violence reported in West Bengal, where former cricketer Yusuf Pathan is contesting on a Trinamool ticket against State Congress President Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. Trinamool leader Mahua Moitra, who was recently expelled from Parliament, is fighting from Krishnanagar. Prime Minister Modi says there is no change in the narrative and reiterates that NDA will easily cross the 400 mark, adds there is no pressure on him, predicts a surprise in Andhra and Telangana. That's a Network 18 exclusive. The sensex and the nifty recover in late trade, ending in the green. Financial stocks lead the rally. Volatility index rises 12%, hitting the highest level in nearly 2 years. SoftBank's Vision Fund posts its first annual profit in 3 years. The flagship tech investment arm gained $4.6 billion, but overall, SoftBank reports a loss for the third straight year, losing $1.5 billion. Zomato delivers in Q4 with a revenue growth of 73%, also reports a profit of 175 crore rupees, compared to a loss of nearly 190 crores year-on-year. Quick commerce arm Blinkit's revenue almost doubles to 950 crores. Thousands take to the streets of Israel amidst anger against Prime Minister Netanyahu over hostages held in Gaza. The war continues to rage as Israel bombs parts of northern Gaza. Just days after assuming office for a fifth term in Russia, Vladimir Putin removes his long-time ally Sergei Shoigu as defense minister. This is the most significant reshuffle in military command since Russia invaded Ukraine more than 2 years ago. India expects a long-term arrangement with Iran on the Chabahar port, which will connect India with Russia via Iran. External Affairs Minister Jai Shankar says Union Ports Minister Sarbanand Sonowal is travelling to Iran to seal the agreement. Ninety-six constituencies across 9 states and the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir voting today in Phase 4 of the Lok Sabha elections. This will be the final battle in South India, with both Andhra Pradesh and Telangana voting today. Voters in Andhra have also voted for the State Assembly. Jagan Reddy seeking a second term as Chief Minister. All 25 Lok Sabha seats in Andhra and 17 seats in Telangana voting today. The polling has been relatively brisk, with turnout crossing 50% in both states as of 3 p.m. In Hyderabad, the BJP candidate Madhavi Latha has been booked by authorities after being caught on video asking burqa-clad women to lift their veil. A case was registered against her after complaints came in from opposition parties. The incident happened at a polling booth under the glare of the police and election officials. Incidents of sporadic violence being reported from Andhra Pradesh. A sitting MLA of the YSR Congress party has been caught on camera slapping a voter who was allegedly complaining about the MLA not standing in queue. The voter can be seen retaliating against the MLA when his supporters attacked him. Jude Sana joins us now from Hyderabad with more on the battle for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Jude, high-stakes battle. The BJP is hoping that they will be able to turn things around in their favour in the south, including in both these states. What's the sense that you get on the enthusiasm, the voter turnout and the issues that are driving the voters to the booths?
Well, a high-stakes battle, no doubt, but more so in Andhra Pradesh, where the stakes are higher simply because there's an assembly election in the fray as well. So 175 seats in the assembly, 25 seats as far as Lok Sabha parliamentary constituencies are concerned is pretty much what's on offer. Remember, it's also a bit of an alliance arithmetic that's done the rounds in Andhra, given that the TDP's Chandrababu Naidu has allied with not just the BJP, but also with, Pawan Kalyan's party, that's the Janasena party, even as Jagan Mohan Reddy is seeking a second successive term as Chief Minister of the state in, of course, that re-election attempt. Well, interesting issues really, but the one that will continue to do the rounds, apart from infrastructure and development, is the issue of a state capital in Andhra. Remember, it was Amravati for the longest time when Chandrababu Naidu was at the helm at the TDP. Jagan undid a fair bit of that, and as of now, the state of Andhra does not quite have one capital city, and that's what both the BJP and the TDP have been going on about in their election campaigns. However, the Jagan Mohan Reddy-led YSR Congress party has been talking about welfare spending, social welfare measures, social spending, and key infrastructure or key policy issues in areas like agriculture, education, investment, and infrastructure. So it's a toss-up between both these combines, even as Jagan Reddy is also seeking a second term as Chief Minister in the state of Andhra. Over to Telangana, I'm coming to you, of course, from Hyderabad, which is also seeing a high-stakes battle simply because it's 17 seats on offer. Remember, 4 lakh voters in Andhra, 4 crore voters in Andhra, a little over 3 crore in Telangana, and there are issues aplenty here as well. For a start, the BJP's Madhavi Lata, of course, recently embroiled in a controversy there while asking burqa-clad women to reveal their faces, is trying to take on the might of the Owaisis. Remember, Asaduddin Owaisi has held the Hyderabad seat for nearly 2 decades now and is being seen as meeting his challenge in the BJP's Madhavi Lata. In Secunderabad as well, it's a seat that the BJP has held for 2 successive terms, but Kishan Reddy is, of course, trying to reinstate or retain that seat for the party. And the issues here, interestingly enough, apart from development, infrastructure, is also religious polarization, and a number of young voters we spoke to a little early in the day said jobs is something that they're looking out for even as they make the decision in the polling booth as well. Remember, there's a new demographic that's going to the polls in both these states, younger voters who have made their debuts, so to speak, recently. And so jobs is a critical issue that these voters are contending with in the poll booths. But interestingly, a few seats in focus in Telangana, seats like Warangal, seats like Karimnagar. Remember, these are constituencies that have perhaps, some might argue, not seen as much attention, given that Hyderabad has seen so much focus ever since statehood in 2013-2014. So it's a multi-cornered contest here as well between the BJP, between the BRS and the Congress. But the fact is that election issues, so to speak, are aplenty. In fact, we spoke to Kishan Reddy of the BJP and, of course, K.T. Rama Rao of the BRS after they cast their votes. Let's listen into what both gentlemen had to say.
I think 5 months ago when we were voted out, people did want a change, but now I think they've realized that they've been hoodwinked and, they've been cheated by Congress. 10 years ago, a big man had cheated them across the nation. So I think the only party that really symbolizes the aspirations and is closer to the aspirations of people of Telangana is BRS.
मैं सभी लोगों से यही प्रार्थना करता हूँ, ये प्रजातंत्र में सबसे बड़ा दुनिया का बड़ा देश है, उस देश का चुनाव हो रहा है, इसलिए मैं सभी लोगों से प्रार्थना करता हूँ घर से बाहर निकलकर आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी बार-बार बोलते हैं ये प्रजातंत्र का त्योहार है, फेस्टिवल ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, इसमें सभी लोग भागीदार होना चाहिए, वोट डालना चाहिए, सभी लोगों से मैं अपील करता हूँ.
All right, Jude, many thanks for joining us. Jude reporting there from Telangana, capturing the mood across Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, two crucial southern states. In the Hindi heartland, 26 constituencies are voting across Madhya Pradesh, UP, Bihar. The Samajwadi Party in UP is fighting to retain its bastion with Akhilesh Yadav and Dimple Yadav in the fray. In MP, 8 constituencies, including Indore, voting today. The Congress candidate has withdrawn from Indore. The party has been asking Indore citizens to vote Nota. In Bihar, 5 seats voting today. Santya joins us now from Samastipur. Santya, take us through what the polling looks like in Bihar.
So, Shireen, in Bihar, polling is underway on 5 seats. That's Samastipur. I'm coming to you from Samastipur. Other than Samastipur, it's Begusarai, Munger, Darbhanga and Ujiarpur. Now, talking about the election issues and specifically Bihar, for Bihar, unemployment, inflation, these two are going to be extremely important election issues. Agniveer scheme is also going to play a crucial role, not specifically in the seats which are going to polls today, but if I talk about these seats, unemployment, availability of clean drinking water and law and order situation and inflation are key election issues. Modi factor, nationalism and Hindutva also are going to play a crucial role. But we are talking about Bihar where caste dynamics still dominates all the other issues. So it's all about which candidate belongs to what caste, and that's exactly what both the sides, both India Alliance and NDA has kept in mind. Talking about the big ticket, the key candidates here, I would like to start with Ujiarpur, 2 times sitting MP, also MOS home, Nityanand Rai once again is contesting on a BJP ticket. He is facing India Alliance's Alok Mehta. Right now I'm in Samastipur, and both the candidates of candidates of both India Alliance and NDA, that is of Shambhavi Chaudhary is from NDA Alliance, she's from LGP, and Congress's Sunny Hazari. Both these candidates actually are children of JDU leaders. For Sunny Hazari, because he is in the Congress camp, his father, who is with JDU, did not even campaign for him. But on the other side, for Shambhavi Chaudhary, her father, Ashok Chaudhary, continuously campaigned for her. So these are important tickets and seats. Another important seat I want to talk about is Begusarai. In 2019, Begusarai, the competition was between then CPI candidate Kanhaiya Kumar, the former student union president of JNU, and Giriraj Singh. Giriraj Singh won Begusarai in 2019 with a massive margin of over 4 lakh votes. But Giriraj Singh is also somebody who is infamous for his multiple and extremely communal and divisive statements. And that's exactly one of the reasons why there's huge anti-incumbency against Giriraj Singh this time in Begusarai. And that's why we have seen that in multiple rallies and multiple speeches, Giriraj Singh has sought vote in PM Modi's name. He in fact apologized for his statements, and he said that, and I quote him, that हमारे किए की गलती, हमारे किए की सजा मोदी जी को मत दीजिएगा, मोदी जी की खातिर वोट कीजिएगा. So clearly he invoked PM Modi's name in almost every speech he made. In fact, earlier in the day, CNBC-TV18 spoke to Kanhaiya Kumar, who was last time CPI candidate and lost to Giriraj Singh, but this time he's contesting from Northeast Delhi. He came to Begusarai to cast his vote as he belongs to this place. In a conversation to CNBC-TV18, he mentioned that the combined strength of India Alliance is going to ensure that they emerge victorious. Listen in.
एज ए वोटर हम बोलें तो मुद्दे तो वही के वही हैं. अभी मैं रास्ते से आ रहा था पटना से, दावा किया जा रहा था तो अगली बार चुनाव से पहले जो है वो 4 लेन का काम कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. वो काम कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है. आप भी आते होंगे पटना से तो आप देखे होंगे कि सड़कें,
मैं पहली बार इस तरफ आई हूँ.
नहीं, आप बेगूसराय जब आए होंगे पटना से तो कहीं भी जो है काम कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है. और दूसरा, पिछली बार जो हम लोग एजेंडे में लोगों से बात करके जो मुद्दे बेगूसराय के लिए उठाए थे, उसमें से एक भी मुद्दे पे कोई काम नहीं हुआ है.
Well, Kanhaiya Kumar contesting from Delhi on a Congress ticket, but voting in Begusarai. That's where he is listed on the voter roll. Santya reporting from Bihar. Many thanks for joining us, Santya. From Bihar to West Bengal, where 8 seats are going to the poll in Phase 4. In 2019, the Trinamool Congress won 4 of these seats. BJP won 3 and the Congress got 1. The high-voltage election in Bengal is seeing some pitched battles. One such battle is taking place in Krishnanagar between Trinamool Congress leader Mahua Moitra and BJP's Amrita Roy. Remember, Moitra was recently expelled from Parliament The other battle, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, the only Congress MP from Bengal, facing a tough fight from former cricketer Yusuf Pathan, who's contesting on a Trinamool ticket. The BJP's Nirmal Kumar Saha also in the fray. Adhir Ranjan seeking to win his fourth consecutive Lok Sabha election. Sporadic violence being reported in some parts of the state today.
हम जीतेगी इसमें कोई हमें कोई इसमें परेशान नहीं है, शंका भी नहीं है मुझे, बिल्कुल मैं कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ। अभी तक 2-4 आइसोलेटेड घटना घटी है, जैसे कि बड़ुआ की खरजुना जहाँ घटी है बेलडंगा में, हम लोग भी शिकायत दर्ज कर रहे हैं, लेकिन मैं ये नहीं कहता कि बहुत बड़े कुछ घटना घट चुके हैं, लेकिन 4-5 जगह हो रहे हैं। मेरे साथ लड़ाई मैं TM70 और TMC पार्टी के और बीजेपी पार्टी के, मैं किसी व्यक्ति के साथ मेरा कोई लड़ाई नहीं है, लेकिन यूसुफ मतलब पठान को बेकार यहाँ खड़ा कर दिए गए।
Well, that is Bengal. In Odisha, the state voting for 4 Lok Sabha seats and 28 assembly constituencies. Naveen Patnaik-led Biju Janata Dal trying to retain power in the state with the 6th straight term for the chief minister. The fight is for 147 assembly seats that will be voting in 4 phases, with the first phase starting today. The BJP is hoping to form a government in the state for the first time on its own. The state has 21 parliamentary seats, and the 4 seats voting today were won by the BJP in 2019. From Odisha to Maharashtra, where 11 constituencies vote in the 4th phase, 41 candidates in the fray in the highly contested battle for Beed. Pankaja Munde, daughter of late BJP stalwart Gopinath Munde, is facing Bajrang Sonvane of the Nationalist Congress Party, led by Sharad Pawar. News 18's Mayuresh Ganpathya has more. Mayuresh.
The scorching heat, especially in a district like Beed, is a cause of concern for lower turnout. But if we talk about the entire Maharashtra, till 3 p.m. in this particular phase, it has crossed 30%, and everyone is expecting that it should at least cross 60 to 65% in this particular phase. So it would be interesting to see that how much voter turnout exactly happens. That exact details will come to know post 7 p.m. But if we talk about the interesting or key fight, especially in this 4th phase, it is in this particular constituency called Beed, where Pankaja Munde is contesting her first Lok Sabha election. As we all know, Pankaja was a former cabinet minister in the state government, but this is her first election which she is contesting, and she has been challenged by Bajrang Sonvane of NCP, led by Sharad Pawar. It would be interesting to see that what exactly will be the margin, because from 2014, when Gopinath Munde contested his first election, and after that his demise happened, his daughter Pankaja's younger sister Pritam Munde contested that by-election, and after that in 2019 also she contested the election. In every election, the Munde family has got overwhelming response from the people of Beed. But in 2019, when Pankaja contested the state assembly election, she got defeated by her cousin brother Dhananjay Munde, who is with NCP. But now the Ajit Pawar-led faction has joined hands with BJP and Shiv Sena government in Maharashtra. Dhananjay Munde is helping Pankaja Munde. He was seen campaigning for her in the entire Beed district. So that's why Pankaja is very much confident that she will get a good number of votes and win with a good margin.
Mayuresh, many thanks for joining us. Mayuresh reporting there from Beed in Maharashtra. Prime Minister Modi has said there is no change in the narrative, reiterating that the NDA will easily, and I quote, cross the 400 mark. Speaking to Network 18, Prime Minister Modi said no pressure on him, predicting a surprise in both Andhra and Telangana. That's a Network 18 exclusive.
मैंने करीब हिंदुस्तान के एक 3-4 राज्य बाकी है, सभी राज्यों का भ्रमण किया है, और सभी राज्यों के भ्रमण से मैं देख रहा हूं कि ये आंधी है, आंधी,
बड़ी आंधी, और
2019
से बड़ी वाली आंधी
400 पार बहुत आराम से देश की जनता करने वाली है। विपक्ष 19 से 24 में विपक्ष के नाते भी विफल गया है। जो लोग विपक्ष के नाते भी विफल गए हो, उनको इतना बड़े देश का कारोबार कौन देगा?
Well, that's the Prime Minister. Time for a break, but when we return, Zomato delivers in Q4 with a revenue growth of 73%. That and more when we return. Well, it's time to bring you the market action of the day. The sensex and the nifty did stage a recovery in late trade. Financials outperforming, helping the bank nifty rise about 1%. The volatility index rose 12%, hitting the highest levels in nearly 2 years. That's the nifty up by about 48 points. The sensex closing 100 points higher. The nifty bank 300 points higher, and the nifty mid-cap index closing 200 points higher. All indices closing in the green for the day, coming off their intraday lows. Zomato reporting a strong set of numbers in Q4. The company posted a net profit of 175 crores. Mangalam is standing by with more. Mangalam, so Zomato continuing to deliver on profitability?
You just take a look at the numbers that the company has reported. It's a 73% revenue growth that they've reported, 3,562 crores. On the EBITDA front, there is a gain of 86 crores. This compares to the loss of 226 crores. And that was pretty much understandable because, the company has been EBITDA profitable for the last 3 quarters. So the base quarter is the last quarter where the company reported an EBITDA loss. The net profit is 175 crores. Now, you would be, tempted to ask, why is it that the EBITDA is 86 crores and the net profit nearly double of that? That's because Zomato, with having around 12,000 crore of cash on their books, also has a large proportion of their earnings coming in from other income. That's about 235 crores, which is a jump of around 37% year on year. In terms of the food business, operating leverage is clearly playing out. Growth in the food business is lower than the overall consolidated revenue growth. That's because it's actually been led by quick commerce. So food delivery growth has come in at around 48% on the top line. The EBIT actually has grown at around 247%. So their margins have improved by nearly 1,000 basis points, from 6.9% to about 16.2%. Quick commerce, and here's where the big driver has come in. 111% growth in the company's revenue out there in Blinkit. 769 crores is what they've reported on the top line, and they've turned EBIT positive. So from a loss of 179 crores same time last quarter, they've reported a gain of 2 crores, and this is largely in line, in fact slightly better than management estimates of being adjusted EBITDA profitable by the first quarter of FY25 or before that. Well, they've done that before that itself. Hyperpure has seen a revenue doubling, but on the operational front, it's still loss-making, around a 16 crore loss versus a 40 crore loss. But, all the parts are playing well for Zomato, but the food business is growing slightly shy of the overall company's growth, but contributing a lot more to the EBITDA. And the QCom business is driving the growth with about 112% growth, and now has turned operationally profitable as well. Maybe a bit of profit taking is what we're seeing alongside, the street waiting for the management commentary on the way forward as well. But these numbers, not really anything to, suggest there's a big dip in the stock or no operational decay as the numbers are reported.
Mangalam, many thanks. Now, there is sudden weather change in the national capital as well as the financial capital. Mumbai being hit with strong dusty winds, thunder and cloudy skies. In fact, in some parts it is now starting to rain as well. In the capital, meanwhile, Delhi also seeing untimely rains. This afternoon, the weather department has warned that thunderstorms accompanied with lightning and moderate spells of rain are very likely to occur at isolated places in Mumbai and Delhi during the next 3 to 4 hours. Well, you've got the mercury rising, and you have these unexpected thunderstorms taking place in both the capital as well as the financial capital. With that, it is time for us to wrap up this edition of Business 360. The news will continue right after this. Stay tuned. We're back in a minute.